Hey guys, welcome to my restock video. I'm gonna be restocking my shop this upcoming Saturday, October 3rd at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My website is linked in the description box below. I also have my Instagram and my personal Instagram down there, so please check it out. So the first slime is called Autumn Morning. This is a clear-based snowfish slime that'll come in 3 colors as shown here. It'll also come with a side of green faux breadcrumbs that you can add on top. If you've been following me for a while, you already know that most of my snowfish textures and recipes are different, and this also applies to my butter slimes, slay slimes, and butter fizzes, and all those like clay infused slimes. And this texture is definitely one of my all-time favorite snowfish textures. It gives such crisp sounding bubble pops and crackles. It stretches well and it inflates nicely, so it's really fun to squish as well. It is scented like autumn leaves, and I've used this scent before in a different slime and it got a lot of good feedback, so I hope that you guys like it. The next slime is called Strawberry Gelato Cake. This is a DIY clay slime scented like strawberry gelato and birthday cake. This one comes with an 8-ounce pink creamy slay slime with faux red breadcrumbs all throughout it. It also comes with a side of white clay that you swirl on top of the base, a couple of pieces of Java chips, which are essentially foam chunks that you can just use to decorate the slime however you like. Once mixed, it inflates to more than double its size and it sizzles like no tomorrow. It's like so sizzly. It's so incredibly soft and squishy. It's not tacky or sticky at all, and it's so addicting to play with. I ended up playing with this one for like 15 minutes because I just couldn't stop. This slime is called Pumpkin Pie Cake, and it is a DIY clay slime that's scented like pumpkin crunch cake. It smells really delicious. I'm not really sure what pumpkin crunch cake is, but I promise you it's so good. This slime is an 8-ounce sleigh slime with a few orange foam beads on top that's filled only to the fill line, so you can place the clay on top with ease. It comes with a side of clay that resembles a pumpkin pie or tart situation with a small piece of white clay that you can swirl onto the pie piece. This mixes into a super soft and creamy butter slime, and I'm obsessed with its texture as well. The foam beads are not really functional in this slime, but they're just there to give you something extra. I really like this butter slime a lot, and this also does inflate a bit, so I recommend putting the inflated part into the deli container that comes with the slime. Next up, we have Your Mom's Pumpkin Cheesecake. This is a butterfizz scented like pumpkin cheesecake, and I'm gonna say that this is maybe my favorite butterfizz that I've ever made. The name was inspired by the fact that my mom has never made a pumpkin cheesecake, so I just decided to call it Your Mom's Pumpkin Cheesecake. I mean, maybe your mom has never made it either, but I don't know. I just wanted to do something a little bit different for the name than just to give it the plain old pumpkin cheesecake title, so I just went with this one. This one is going to come swirled with a side of 2-ounce brown snow fizz for the bottom layer. It is heavier on the butter side and less on the snow fizz. It feels really creamy and soft, and it's not heavy, and it makes really amazing sizzles. This one is so good, and I love the light brown, like nudish kind of color that it becomes. I love like shades of brown in my slimes, so yeah, this one is a super fave. This slime is called Apple Pumpkin Strudel Muffin. I know that is a mouthful, but this is the name I settled with because the scent that I used for this is Apple Pumpkin Strudel, and this is a foam that has greater foam beads to slime ratio. It has regular sized white foam beads and medium sized yellow foam beads, and it also has those faux yellow breadcrumbs all throughout it, so you'll see that kind of settled on the bottom. Because it doesn't have much base, it makes amazing bubble pops with all of these foam beads together. It also is scented super amazingly. I love this scent. I never even had an apple pumpkin strudel or the muffin version, but it just smells amazing. I highly recommend it. It does feel really light on, on your hands because there isn't much base and you're just working with like a ton of foam beads. If you're into the bubble pops that a ton of foam beads give, then I highly recommend this one. This slime is called Fried Apple Crisp. It's another addition to my fried collection. It is a snowfish slime scented like apple crisp, and along with the previous slime, this has to be one of my favorite apple scents that I own. It has a tangy kick to it, just like apples, yet it's sweet and warm and reminds me of fall so much. I highly recommend this, just even to smell it. It smells so good. I absolutely love it. This slime comes with a side of apple fimo slices that you can add into the slime if you want. You don't have to. The slime is completely different than my other snowfish slimes in this restock, so I highly recommend this one if you are into snowfizzes. It makes insane ASMR sounds and is weirdly addicting to play with, even though it looks so simple. I found myself playing with this one for like a really long time. Apple pie ice cream is a butter snow that is scented like apple pie and vanilla ice cream. It is another simple looking slime, but I promise you it is so addicting to play with. This one I recommend more for table play. It's just too fun to squish and make bubble pops with. It has these yellow gold micro glitters all throughout it, and it may come off green when they all migrate to like one spot, but I promise it's just the glitters. Is nothing like weird. It has an initial wet feeling upon the first few pokes, but it goes away completely as you play with it, and it feels more just like a squishy soft butter slime, but I just labeled it as a butter snow because it does have a bit of snow in it. If you're really like picky about that, I'm really sorry. This is another one that makes crackly sounds, and I end up playing with this one for a really long time. So sorry about the major light shift. I filmed these two next slimes on a different day, so that explains why the lighting is completely different. This one is called Fuzzy Pink Sweater. It comes with an 8 ounce of pink butterfizz and a white clay that has a sweater imprint on it. It is scented like cashmere, so it's definitely not your typical sweet scent. I personally really enjoy the scent, and I like it when my slimes are strongly scented, so you're definitely not gonna miss this one. Once you mix the clay and the slime, you get a really poofy butter snowfish slime, and it inflates a ton, and I think this slime only gets better the more you play with it. It gets lighter and sizzlier and poofier and super squishy. I love this one a lot. Last but not least, we have Gooey Butter Birthday Cake. Basically, the slime is scented like birthday cake, and it comes with a mix of gooey, icy jelly slime and a clay-based slime, and they will mix during transit. I just don't know how much, but I think they will mix a good amount. But it doesn't really matter because my whole thing with this slime is the final texture. I am in love with the final texture. It also has faux rainbow sprinkles all throughout it, which may settle to the bottom. This one also may not really be for a slime beginner because it does need some time to get to its most desirable texture. My favorite part of the slime is when I inflate it because it just becomes so good to make bubble pops with, and it sizzles so nicely. This is another slime that I played with for such a long time, even after I stopped recording. So I definitely will say that it is addicting. I hope that you guys get this and give it a try if you're like super into slime. So I don't really recommend pulling this one like all with all your might because it will have like that rippiness. But if you just, you know, give it a go, continue to stretch it and knead it and just give it some time and patience, I promise you the end result is so nice and satisfying. So it'll be worth it. So that concludes my restock video for this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to www.slimesweetpea.com. The links will all be down below, so you can check that out. And I also want to note that I will most likely, like 99.99%, not be bringing all of these slimes back. So I hope that you guys can try these slimes out, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it if you do receive them. You can always tag me in your videos. I would love to watch your videos and and share them on my story, so please do that if you want. And yeah, I hope that you guys are having an amazing day, week. And also, I do want to apologize for the super late video. I was waiting all week for good weather, like decent weather, but it was raining and so gloomy all week. I was just not feeling it. But then I eventually just filmed on a gloomy day anyway, like for most of these slimes. But I really want to thank you guys for being so patient with me and just being so nice to me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!